All right, Oval fans. Unfortunately, we got Barry stuck on stupid once again. Now, let me just say up front, I know that next week is the final episode of Season 2, and I do plan on doing my season overview video at some point. You know, that's just basically a video going over my thoughts on the season. You know, was it worse than Season 1? Was it better? But I will say that I have enjoyed Barry's character a little bit more in Season 2 than Season 1. I think the acting, well, I don't think he's a bad actor because I've seen him in other projects, but I think the directing on Barry's character as well as the performance, I feel, was better overall this season. That's not to say he still isn't much of a hothead because, well, based on this decision that I'm going to be focusing on in this video, he still is. But, you know, I will say that props to Barry's acting being better this season, but I would not have minded if his character was out of commission for just a little bit longer. You know, maybe at least until episode 3 or 4 of Season 3. You know, we didn't really need Barry to be out of the hospital bed, ready to cause more trouble than anything else. So, before moving forward, please take a moment to hit like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification icon and select all. That way you don't miss out when I post content on the channel. And follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. Now, up front, I gotta say, this is just one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. Now, Richard, after doing something stupid like Barry, tried to tell Barry, look, you need to focus on getting better. Me and Sam, we got a plan. We're going to get Callie back. You just need to rest. I don't know. Okay, to be fair, Barry was not conscious to see, well, actually, no. He was blindfolded when being brought into the compound, so he didn't see the guards out front with the big guns and whatnot. We only saw him being, you know, taken out of the van by two or three of the guys, and the blindfold was taken off. He just saw that it was a trailer park, and Daikon and Ruth were standing talking to him before he got knocked out. So he most likely just doesn't know. However, given the fact that this fool is trying to get like a crew together, this kind of reminds me of the Warlock and his crew versus the Malones. But in this case, I dare say that the Rakadushi are more dangerous than the Malones, given the fact that they're a freaking cult of I have nothing to lose, because even if I get killed or if I just die in general, I'm going to be with the Raku. I think that makes them even more dangerous because, like Ruth told Richard, don't go back, because when you showed up, we were ready to go see the Raku right there. So to have Barry show up with a bunch of different vehicles with guys and guns and stuff, it ain't going to end too well. He could be inadvertently responsible for his own daughter's death. So he's furious, not only because he was so close to his daughter without even knowing it, but also the fact that because of the Rakadushi, he lost his unborn child with Sharon. So we got Barry telling Nancy, I'm going to get some of my guys. We're going to go up there and we're going to get Callie back ourselves. Hopefully Nancy talks him out of it, but the scene in the trailer we get between, you know, we know Barry's going to call this guy and then Barry's going to meet up with the guy. And I know in the trailer we saw like a truck pull up and then get run off the road. I think that was reused footage of when, you know, Richard pulled up and then got ran off the road. So not to mention in the scene with Barry and his friend, there are no trucks, I don't believe. I just see the cars. So I'm thinking that there might be a bit of a shootout, but at the same time, the Rakadushi on the inside will probably, you know, what is it? The kids eat the applesauce, and I guess everybody else must take a pill or something. But it's just, I hope somehow he gets stopped because of the fact that Sam is going to be busy. We know that the episode is still going to be during the daytime, but then it's also going to get at nighttime due to the fact that when we see the shootout between Kyle, Max, and Blakely, and then when Hunter and Victoria get back to the White House is night. So I wonder if Barry and that crew are going to roll up to the compound at nighttime, because if so, I don't think Sam can help, because he's going to be having that meeting with Martin, Bobby, Max, Blakely. Martin, Bobby, Max, Blakely, yeah, and himself. And he's not going to be able to just, jump up and help, because he even told Richard, hey, my contact in the FBI, they said they could help, but not at this moment. They're still in the middle of the operation. So Barry, I don't know who or how he's going to be stopped, but if he doesn't, I imagine one of the final scenes of the episode, there might be like 2 different shootouts at the end of the episode, where you got the shootout between Barry and his crew versus the Rakadushi in the compound, or as well as the shootout between Kyle and his team versus Max and Blakely, and I think Bobby as well. So this is going to be pretty intense, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think that, well, that's something else to really consider? Because let's say, theoretically speaking, of course, if Barry and his crew showing up leads to the Rakadushi offing themselves, then that must mean Ruthless doesn't go to like a season 3, because if everybody dies in the Oval, then Ruthless will only go so far as to when Tally escapes to, well, I know this sounds weird, when Tally escapes the compound to go over to the Oval continuity where she killed herself. So that's going to be kind of weird. Alright, well, that's all I got for this video. Just somebody, I hate to say this, but somebody knock Barry's dumb ass out again. Just do it. Just put him in a coma for several episodes until this blows over. Because him being reckless is what got him into this mess to begin with. And then the same thing with Richard going up there because he was stubborn. But then again, Barry is going with reinforcements, but he doesn't know all the details, and that's going to make things 100 times worse in my opinion. So guys, thanks so much for tuning into this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you want to donate, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App. And with that being said, I'll talk to you soon.